Another question, has GWBI ever attempted to subvert IRAC?
Attended?
To I guess, go around the rules to avoid going to IRAC?
That's what we heard from our friends as well. And then we were told that, but I don't know which points that, because I was taught by a lot of loopholes that the organizations can do here on the island first. But I would like to make sure that we are on the same page, because one said that GWBI and GBIS are actually one entity, and we're just created to get 3,000 land. That's part of it. But just like we mentioned, that we get our own fund and then we make our own decision. So I don't understand why that would be that way. And another things that I heard from others was we bought lands with more people so that we don't have to go to IRAC to submit our application. But as far as I know about GWBI's every properties, we never do that, because GWBI is an organization, we have to go through IRAC. And for the individual nuns, they never use many names to buy properties to avoid that. So if you can tell me specific example, maybe we can give you like detailed answers for that.
Okay, so I do have an example here, and this is an email.
Sure.
Again from Janet. Good morning. We made the deal yesterday with, and I don't want to use the individual's name, for the house, and so much money for the house and so much for the land. Furniture will be purchased later as you had instructed. There are going to be 5 buyers to hold title to avoid IRAC application. The buyers are pretty happy with the price, and then it goes on. So I'm just curious if you could comment on that.
If I know of, there's only one house that I know of with 5 buyers. And I'm not sure if that's the same property, if that's the same one.
So I guess why would we be trying to go around the IRAC application?
Okay, so that's one question I was asked last year from one of our friends. And if that's the same property we're talking about, because GWBI leased that property to use for our self-quarantine during COVID. And if that's I talked to the owners actually. And then the owner told me that they didn't know anything about the 25 acre, and then they can use 5 people to avoid that, because in their sales agreement, they stated a first right of refusal to get another property besides the property they proposed to buy. So if you add in the total acreage of that first right of refusal, it will be exceeding 25 acres. So when I asked them about this question, they told me if my intention were to avoid that, then I would have to have 6 people. But we have 5 people to split the cost, and then so that was the answer I got from them. But if that's the same property, that would be my understanding of that.
Okay, so I guess were there 5 buyers to hold title to avoid IRAC application? So do you understand where people are becoming, this makes people skeptical?
I think I heard from Janet, I think a few times, that I think she was advised by some local realist agent. Is that the right word? Realtor. I think she was advised by some realtor that there's a way to do it. But I think she later realized that it's not the way it could be accepted. So I don't know if you can look at any other emails other than that. So I think in the first few years, maybe we were lacking of local knowledge, and we were advised by some people with what things can be done locally. But later on, we realized maybe that's not the correct way to do it, and we fixed it. And as long as I know, is right now in our board of directors, we have consensus that we shouldn't do that. But in the past, maybe.